So I was attacked earlier this year and it has left a big scar, and I've had to make some big changes to my channel, some decisions that were hard. And first, I really want to say how much I appreciate you for being here. For the past 5 years, I've been posting on this channel and I have loved helping people with decluttering. I have loved connecting with people in the chat. The comments have been just lovely and funny and just so great. And I have read every single one of them. Almost none of them are mean, very few. And I love doing the live streams. The live streams have been super fun. We are always talking about tea because you know I love tea, and chatting about just whatever, just hanging out. And it's just been so nice. Like every time I do a chat, I'm like, gosh, like it's only me talking, but I feel like we're hanging out and I've really enjoyed it. And it's funny because so often, sometimes I just go like, a lot of people, they struggle with the decluttering and I'm, really passionate about it. And sometimes like I try not to be pushy, but one of the ladies in my Untangled program was talking to her neighbor, and she went over, and this lady lived in such a decluttered home and it was so neat and organized, and they were like looking for her cane and they knew it wasn't there because the house was so clean. And this awesome person was talking to this lady who had her decluttered home, and she said, like, how does this make you feel? And the lady said, this makes my life amazing. And that is one of the things I love so much about it. And as a person who is super duper passionate about minimalism, I've enjoyed being able to show people the benefits of decluttering, showing some tips, showing some tricks, just whatever. And unfortunately, something huge happened that I did not see coming, and it really kind of has changed the trajectory of everything. So let's go to the greenhouse and we can talk about this because it's the best place in the world. Look at the state of my yard. Big fun things are happening. It's so full in here right now, I don't even know where I'm gonna sit. It's crazy bright in here and I am surrounded by plants because we are putting a fence up, so I've had to move a bunch of them. Now, I'll just let you know about the attack if you aren't aware, but my channel, this channel, was attacked by somebody or something, to my belief, that basically caused this thing called invalid traffic. And what it did was number one, it impacted how YouTube was serving up my content. So if a particular video was attacked, then YouTube would stop showing it. So many of you didn't see it. It also unsubscribed a ton of people from my channel over and over again. Like several people will say, I keep subscribing, resubscribing, and YouTube keeps unsubscribing me. So that was very frustrating. It also impacted the revenue. Now, I am a nurse by trade, but I also do YouTube, and YouTube takes a ton of time. I love it. I love it. I love chatting with you guys. I love making videos for you guys, but you gotta pay some bills. You got kids to feed. I've got one in university living in Vancouver, not a cheap city, and didn't foresee certain things that were going to come up. So anyway, that was interesting. And then the other thing is, it just kept happening. And I actually think it maybe started back in April. I thought it started in October, but it actually seems like it started in April. So I was devastated and made this video, a video back in January, where I was very upset. I never thought I would make a video crying on YouTube, but sure enough, I did. And people were so sweet, and actually the comments that people sent and the research that my incredible audience did actually really helped me kind of figure out what was going on. And it also helped certain creators contact me who were going through similar situations, and there was sort of like a camaraderie, and we were helping each other, and that was great. And a lot of other people said, why don't you start a new channel? And that's a really hard thing to consider doing when you are, you've been doing something for 5 years. Okay, let's go in the garden because this is really bright on my eyes and I really kind of want to show off my tulips. Okay, it's still super duper bright. But look at the tulips. I've had to cover them with deer netting, but they're going to be uncovered soon. It's been a really interesting journey. I was really stressed and anxious during all of February and part of March. And I had thought, like, I'm not going to start a new channel. Like, I'm not. And my family and I went for the very first time, went to Mexico. I'd never been. And I was still kind of anxious and feeling stressed. And then all of a sudden, I just had this thought. And I thought, maybe I should start a new channel. And I wasn't sure, because I thought if I did, I really, like, what would I do with this channel? And if I started a new channel, would it be the same content? So I asked God, I said, if I should start a new channel, can you please show me a starfish? Now you might think, well, you're in Mexico. I wasn't going to the beach. I had seen no starfishes around. It was just the first thing that popped in my mind. Within 24 hours, I just happened to be looking on Instagram, looking at somebody who was living where I live. She doesn't live near the water, even though I am on an island. And what do I see but a picture of that she took of rocks with starfish all over it. And I thought, wow, like, that's a sign. And it's so funny, because when you ask God for a sign, he will give it to you very clearly, which is awesome. Like, that's cool. And then, so I thought, okay, I guess I will do this, start a new channel. But, like, what would I do it on? Would it be the same topic? Okay, let's go look at the garlic now. And now you can see it's been windy and that has blown off. Okay, garlic, the easiest crop to grow, unless it gets hit with pests or... So then I said, what? Should I change the topic? And I said, if I should change the topic, show me an eagle. So this was when we were home again, and I just happened to walk into our local orthodontist office where I take my son. And I remember as I was driving there, I thought, I'm not seeing an eagle. And now eagles, there are eagles here, but you don't see them all the time. I used to always think I was seeing eagles. I was actually seeing vultures, but I walked in this orthodontist office. I opened the door and boom, look what I saw. Now, it's a picture of an eagle. And the funny thing is, every time there's a sign, it's like boom, right in your face. So anyway, I thought, okay, there's my sign. Now, the thing that really inspires me about this new channel is that I want to hang out more with people. You're going to see all the mess here. I want you to see that my life, my house is not perfect. As a minimalist, I'm minimalist light. I have hobbies. Look at all that wire we had to pull off our old fence. But I know that my house being clean is helpful. But there's more to that. And I'm going to tell you about this channel in a second. And I hope you're not upset. But I am middle-aged, turns out. Turning 45 this year. I brought my son to university. That was hard. That was sad. But at the same time, I am realizing that it doesn't always have to be sad. In fact, usually it's a good thing. So there's a freedom that comes, and creating a minimalist home is just a part of that freedom. A really cool part of that freedom, because I really truly am just obsessed. That's also tulips. So what is this new channel all about? Well, here's the thing. I've actually been posting there for a couple of weeks, and the videos that are there are about us hanging out together and about midlife, and how midlife is actually awesome, and so many people aren't even realizing that. Yes, it's sad when your kids move away, but how about we start decluttering our homes? How about we start playing in the garden? How about we start talking about the changes that are happening in our bodies, talking about perimenopause, talking about the kids growing up. And I'll be chatting about that while I'm playing in the garden, while I'm decluttering, while I'm cleaning, while I'm cooking. And you might say, well, but what about your current channel? Well, my current channel, I'm still going to be posting here. It's just going to be decluttering content, more of the how-to, but less of us hanging out, less sort of like this, walking around, chatting, looking at a trampoline that's about to be cleaned and about to be sold because my kids are now old enough, they don't want to play with that trampoline. This video here is all about some hormonal changes that you might be interested in, and I think you're gonna like it. And this video here is a decluttering and cleaning video because I think you might like that. I wanna thank you so much for joining me all of these years, being supportive and all of the fun stuff. I hope something great happens for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.